Hey, good morning. It's Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. Welcome to Tuesday, April 23rd. Hello, Laura.
Hello, how are you?
I am good. I am sipping on a delicious glass of lemon water.
Oh, that sounds very exciting.
It's very, what is the word? Aromatic.
Ooh, look at you using a $4 word. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Life's been pretty good lately. I can afford to go up.
I'm a little bougie. I can afford those big words. No, yesterday I was trying to have like a really good day, and I was really excited because the weather was nice, and I got to take the little guy on a walk, and I like to walk around my neighborhood in Alger Heights, and I explore new streets constantly because I always want to just see all the parts of the neighborhood I don't know very well.
You're just an explorer in general. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, I immediately walked out of my house yesterday, and my husband, I was very excited, had made almond croissants. He had bought the kind from like Trader Joe's where you proof them overnight and you heat them up. And so I was like, ooh, I'll take one of these on my little walk. So I was super excited. I had my walk. The sun was out. I walk out of my house and I see one of my neighbors walking down the street. Now, I had just taken a bite of my almond croissant and I was really excited about it. And I'm like, oh, she's just going to see I'm eating a snack, whatever. I don't care. Like, I'm not here to impress this person. But immediately as I took what could have been classified as the biggest bite that's ever happened. Just disgusting amounts of like, I'm trying to shove this whole thing in my mouth so I can just get it over with on the walk. My neighbor walks up to me for the first time ever speaking to me, any of my neighbors, I do believe. And she's like, hey. And I'm like, oh no, I'm about to make a friend, but my mouth's full of croissant and I'm not ready to make a friend. And she's like, oh, we lost our cat. I live 2 doors down from you. If you see a white cat wandering around, just let us know. And I was like, yeah, sure. But like, I'm literally doing the thing where you hold your finger up and you're like, hold on, I have to finish this bite before I can have this conversation with you. So I think my one chance to make like another mom friend in the neighborhood, I entirely ruined it yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think she'll invite you over for snacks. She'll be afraid, like, that girl's a hungry girl.
Like, yeah, she took down half that almond croissant in 2 bites by the time she left her front porch all the way halfway down the street. Because I was just like, chomp, chomp. Because I was like, I'm pushing the stroller. I'm trying to get it down as fast as possible. And literally, I don't run into anybody on my walks almost ever, especially not anybody that wants to talk to me. Because 95% of the time, everybody else is like, I'm in the zone. But this one time, I finally am like, oh, maybe I could help this lady find her cat and make a friend. No, croissant ruined the day. So
did you have a like paper towel or something you were holding the croissants on?
No, absolutely not. No, I was completely feral.
It would have been so funny if you just did like a spit take, like, hi, I'm Laura Hardy.
I could have just like done it into someone's yard.
It's not that good. It's almond.
It's my husband made it. He can't cook. No, I was really excited. And I felt really embarrassed because like, man, this is like the one time I look like an adult. I got my baby. I got my water. I'm having a good time, and I completely ruined it. So, like, I don't know.
That's a great first impression you made there.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to find a new neighborhood to walk in because I can't run into that person again.
Yeah, I would actually agree with you there. That sounds like a pretty good plan.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
The University of Michigan has made a shocking discovery that might explain why my grades were so bad in school, Laura.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they found that when graded alphabetically, students with the last names at the end of the alphabet were given lower scores than those who were at the start of the list.
Okay.
So let's say we have a student, Laura Hardy, for example. She's more likely to get a better grade than a student named Big Joe Pesh.
Listen, just because your last name starts with the P, you're not even close to the end of the alphabet, Joe. You cannot blame this.
Compared to H, I am.
Okay.
I'm just saying, they say this might be only at their school, but it's interesting stuff I think should be studied by more people.
I'm sure you would think that. All right. Well, who says it's too early to start talking about summer? Because Pepsi is ready to get right into it. They have 2 new seasonal flavors. I love seasonal flavors when it comes to Pepsi and stuff like this, and I'm really excited about these. We're getting lime and peach this summer.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, they teamed up with Bobby Flay to basically kind of make flavors that are good to go with barbecuing.
Oh, okay.
So they say that the lime and the peach just really pair well with your barbecue, whether you're grilling out or actually literally having barbecue. But there's no release on when these are going to come out. They just say that they'll hit stores soon. So if you see them out there in West Michigan, please let me know because I want to try that lime one so bad.
Yeah, I feel like the peach would go good with some ribs.
Oh, or some bourbon too.
And your final need to know news stories about music star Jelly Roll. He's no longer on the internet, at least using his social media, because he's sick of people bullying him about his weight.
Aww.
Yeah, poor dude. This is his wife Bunny talking about it.
My husband doesn't show it to you guys, but I'm going to have a very vulnerable moment here. It hurts him. The internet can say whatever they want about you, and they say, well, you're a celebrity. You're supposed to be able to handle it. We're not. Enough is enough. Don't bully people because you never know where they are mentally.
Y'all leave Jelly Roll alone. He's like the nicest human on the planet. Why would you bully him?
I don't know, man. People on the internet just like find pleasure in making fun of things. Like it's funny, but it's not when it's you or somebody you know.
This is why we should be allowed to punch people through computer screens, because I think less people would do things like this if there were repercussions for their actions.
That is Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7. So my wife, Lindsay, is really upset at me, and I don't even know what the heck I did. Hey, it's Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. Now, I know what she says I did. Actually, you know what? I'll let her explain what she posted up on social media.
When I got up from the bar stool I was sitting on during dinner, I felt that there was something sticky on the bar stool, like I hadn't noticed it before I sat down. So I asked my husband, hey, like, is there anything on my jeans? Like, I didn't realize it, but like the bar stool was sticky. He's like, no, babe, you're good. Y'all, I am going to do laundry right meow. And look at this. He let me just walk around like this. Why? What? If you love someone, why would you do this to them? Seriously.
No kidding, Joe. It looks like, for those at home who didn't see Lindsay's social media post, it looks like she peed herself or sat in like something really sticky and gross. Like, regardless, for the entire night, it was absolutely obvious there was something on her butt.
Well, you know what? I don't think anybody should be looking at my wife's butt besides me, you pervs.
Well, it's hard not to when she's got a giant stain on the back of it.
Here's the thing. I'm claiming innocence on this one because
Okay.
I did look at the butt. Who doesn't want to look at a butt? But I didn't see anything there. Like that, I did not see that. I think it's from where she was sitting. You weren't there. How do you know?
No, because it's so obvious. There's no way you missed it.
Okay, so here's my thing. I didn't see it. But even if I didn't, I wouldn't say anything about it. Like, why would you tell somebody about that? There's, like, what am I going to do?
At least allow them the dignity and decency to go to the bathroom and try to do something about it. Like, you could get a paper towel, you could get a wet wipe, you could do something about it, especially if it's something sticky and not like, something that's like an actual stain on the pants. Like, what she has there is clearly wipe offable. If you had gotten some wet naps or something like that, ta-da!
That's not going to look questionable. Me just rubbing my wife's butt
I
cheek.
didn't say you had to wipe it off, or she can go to the ladies' restroom and do it discreetly, so that way she's not walking around looking like she sat in someone's ice cream.
So, okay, let's put you in this scenario instead of me and Lindsay, Laura.
Yeah.
You and James are out at a concert or some event. You're having a great time. You got a little something that you sat in. What do you want him to do?
Tell me about it immediately, and don't let me walk around looking like a dummy. Like, I feel like it's more insulting if you let me walk around looking stupid. Nothing makes me more mad than if I have like something in my teeth or something, and I'm walking around through life, and I go to the bathroom wash my hands, whatever I do, and I look in the mirror, and there's like clearly a speck of something in between two of my teeth, and I'm like, I go out to my husband immediately. I'm like, why do you hate me? Why do you let me walk around looking like a dummy? And like, you don't tell me that this thing is in my teeth. I know you saw it. I know you're looking at it. And if you're not looking at me, why aren't you looking at me?
616, you are too much. 600-0957. Do you want to be told, like, did I mess up in the wrong, even though I swear I didn't see it on her booty? Or do you think like I think, hey, don't say a thing. Keep your mouth quiet. 616-600-0957.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. You'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
From the wonderful town of Rockford, let's welcome Winnie on the show.
Good morning, Winnie. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, I'm great. I love how cheery you are. I'm going to feel really bad if you don't win today.
I've been told I have too much energy in the morning.
No, I love it. I've been up a few hours by now, so I'm happy to have somebody that actually is as awake as I am.
Okay.
Well, Winnie, good news. If you could beat Laura today, you're going to get $35 worth of those Michigan Lottery scratch-off tickets. I guess to get this thing going, you just got to kick Laura out of the room.
All right. We'll see you back later, Laura.
All right. Bye, Winnie. Good luck.
Winnie, when that
Thank
door
you.
closes, I will ask you the first question. This former governor of California starred in the movie Terminator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Question 2, what type of race is the Preakness Steaks?
Has.
Question 3, this celebrity chef known for his fiery personality hosts the TV show Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay.
Question 4, what is the chemical symbol for oxygen?
O2.
Question 5, where are U.S. coins with a D marked from?
Oh, shoot. I'm not from the U.S. Pass.
Question 2 again. What type of race is the Preakness Stakes?
Is it a marathon?
Say it again.
A marathon? I don't know.
All right, and question 5 again. Where are U.S. coins with a D mark minted from?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. The Penny Factory.
Where?
The Penny Factory.
The Penny Factory. Okay. I'm going to bring Laura on in.
Laura! La, 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 Laura!
All right, as Laura's walking back in studio, Winnie, what do you do?
I'm a veterinarian.
Oh, that sounds like an awesome job.
Okay, what's your favorite kind of pet to deal with? Like, when you see this kind of animal come in, you're excited about it.
I mainly see dogs and cats. They're just so fun to work with. They just have so much personality to them. When we get a good egg, it just brightens your day.
Aww.
See, we need to have a dog in studio. Jeff, are you listening? That's our boss. Okay, Laura, Winnie was able to get 1, 2 right. So if you get 2, you could tie. Any more than that, you will win today. Here is your first question. This former governor of California starred in the movie Terminator.
That would be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Correct. 1-1. Question 2. What type of race is the Preakness Stakes?
Oh, that's a horse race. That's the one after the Kentucky Derby, obviously.
That is correct. Laura now leads 2-1. Question 3. This celebrity chef known for his fiery personality hosts the TV show Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, that would be Gordon Ramsay, my favorite chef.
Yeah, I'd love to have him or John Taffer yell at me. Famous TV people.
Oh, it'd be amazing. You are an idiot sandwich.
I know. The score is now 3-2 heading into question 4. What is the chemical symbol for oxygen?
The chemical symbol, like the letters?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, O. I was like, I had to think about it. I was like, wait.
That is correct. Winnie was close, and I get where she was. She said O2, like
yeah.
H2O, but that's 2 oxygen.
It's just 2 oxygens. You just doubled it up, Winnie.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All
All right.
those chemistry lessons.
Listen, I didn't do good in chemistry either. No shame.
Yeah, trust me. Everybody knows you're working here with me.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, Laura, you're leading 4-2. And question number 5, to wrap it up. Where are U.S. coins with a D mark minted at?
The D. I'm gonna guess based on the D. Delaware?
That's a great guess. Actually, that's not right, though. It is Denver.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured it had to be a D city or state. So.
I really wanted to give Winnie a point for her answer. You want to share that with Laura because she didn't hear it?
I said Penny Factory. I had no idea what that meant at all.
Yeah, this came from the Penny Factory. All right. Yep. Well, Winnie, you were a bright spot in our day. Unfortunately, you did not win today.
I'm so sorry, Winnie.
And you know what that means you have to do, Winnie, right? You know what you have to say?
I'm from Rockford, and Laura just can't lose.
Oh, Winnie, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
If you would like to be like Winnie and Rockford and have a chance to play Laura Can't Lose, all you got to do is call us right now, 616-600-0957.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
It's NFL Draft Week, and if you ever watch it, the players get selected, and within like a couple of minutes, they're up on stage and they're holding like a Lions jersey, for example, like Aiden Hutchinson did with the Lions a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and I always thought that they must have some sort of inside info, because how do they get them made so fast?
That, or do they have like a bunch of pre-made ones ready to go and they just toss them or something?
Yeah, give them to people over in a different country, and you see them like in a news article later, they're wearing weird jerseys that don't match them.
There's actually a company out of St. Clair called Stalls, and they're backstage during the draft pressing jerseys the second that Roger Goodell says the player's name when they're selected.
Oh, that's crazy.
They only have about 2 minutes from the announcement to have that jersey ready to walk across stage. Could you imagine if you screw up a letter? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to have everyone's last name like lined out perfectly ready to go so you could just drop it on there and run, but that would stress me out so much. All right, you know what doesn't stress me out? Cuddles from puppies and kitties.
Oh, that is a good feeling.
Yeah, well, if you're considering adding to your family, maybe you need a new puppy or kitty, or you're just a gullible person that just falls for the right one when they look at you the right way, you want to check out the Bissell Empty the Shelters event. They're having yet another one, May 1st through the 15th. All the pets will be available for $50 or less at participating shelters. Most of the shelters in West Michigan do participate in this, but that reduced fee does include your vaccinations, your microchips, spay and neuter services. So honestly, if if you really are looking to add someone to your family, it's one of the best times of year to do so. If you want to see a list of the participating shelters and currently available pets, you can find it all waiting for you right now inside your Mix 95.7 app.
And our final need to know news story takes us to TikTok. Laura, do you wash your shredded cheese before you eat it?
Wait, you said shredded cheese, right?
Yeah.
No, why would I do that?
Well, some people say it makes it taste better.
We're going to wash the shredded cheese. It's supposed to make it taste better. Washing something off of there.
Oh, it's cloudy coming off of there.
Yeah.
Look at the difference.
You can see the difference. Look at that. You know, you can actually feel all that stuff on this cheese.
Now you're thinking about it, you feel it.
It feels so much cleaner. Like
Cleaner?
It's more smoother than this cheese right here.
No, absolutely not. You people need Jesus. I'm not doing this.
Wait, have you tried it? Because you're knocking it. Have you tried it?
No, why would I wash shredded cheese? I don't want wet cheese.
Because they get that. You can see it in this video. It's like a anti-caking agent that they put on there. Yes, you can eat your cheese the way it is, but if it tastes better by washing that stuff off, I mean, we wash our fruits, we wash our vegetables. Why do we not wash our shredded cheese?
Because our fruits and vegetables are sprayed with toxins, and I don't care about an anti-caking agent that's going to melt away and not taste like anything by the time I put that cheese on something anyway. No, I'm not doing this. This is insane, people.
Where are all my cheese washers at? 616-600-0957. No, seriously. We need to unite and let Laura know this is something she should be doing.
Y'all all need Jesus.
Did you say Jesus?
No, but you know what? That is who you probably pray to.
That is Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News here on Mix 95.7.
When it comes to your relationship, how do you get the spark back? Hey, we're Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. She says they're in the roommate phase and she doesn't know what to do. My husband and I have been together for 8 years and married for 2. We're both in our early 30s. We're each other's first and only relationship and partner, and we're very in love and happy together. However, lately, I feel like we've been more of roommates and not spouses. Things in the bedroom have never been that great because generally I want it more than he does. And lately I've been missing that excitement that you get from starting a new relationship. You know, stuff like anxiously awaiting the next text message, talking all night. I want that excitement again. I love my husband, but I also want more spark and more passion. And I'm not
more
sure.
More passion.
More
Sorry.
passion, more energy, more footwork. No, but I mean, she says, I'm not sure he does want that. And I don't know how to snap him out of it, or do I just let it go? So if you have been in this relationship, especially if your relationship's gotten a little, stale along the edges and you pulled it back around, we would love to hear from you at 616-600-0957. Now, Joe, you've been basically in a similar scenario. You're like, 10 years deep, right?
I was going to say, yeah, something close to that. Don't put me on the spot. I don't know what my anniversary is.
No. I said about 10 years.
I was going to be like,
wiggle room.
Why is Lindsay writing in for our show? No, you know what? I think, and my wife will kill me because everybody listens to this, but it's been more me than her. But I think definitely we have had a roommate phase in our marriage, probably multiple times, and that's on me. I do want to humble brag. Back in the day when I was actually dating my wife and trying, I really thought it was awesome, and I made me happy. I would get her flowers every week. I would do different things, not even monetary-wise. I'm not saying if you're spending $50, things are going to be great.
No, but you could buy flowers at Trader Joe's for like $5. That's not a big investment.
And I would plan out like, hey, I'm going to take you here or do this, and now I'm just like, yeah, let's get something on DoorDash and let's watch Suits.
So, I mean, have you pulled yourself out of this roommate phase, or do you have advice for anyone that's been in this scenario?
I unfortunately kind of feel like we're not stuck in the roommate phase, but I'm not on the point to be giving advice because I often struggle with this too. I've wondered in times in our marriage, like on my fault, going through stuff that, okay, is this kind of over? Is the spark done?
Yeah, and my husband and I have had this conversation a lot. Not that we're in the roommate phase necessarily, but he keeps saying, I hear about when people have kids, that's like what happens. Mm-hmm. Generally, you have that roommate phase, and his whole goal in life is to avoid getting there. So any way he can, he tries not to. And so sometimes it's things like flowers. Sometimes it's he'll make sure that we do something I want to do over the weekend, which I really appreciate because, it's like I tend to be the kind that defaults on whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm the road of least resistance 95% of the time in my own relationship. I'm like, if you're happy, I'm happy. I'm here vibing. And so, I think what you have to do is you have to date each other again. You have to get out of the house. You have to get out of that routine. Even if it's for a weekend, go to a different city. It doesn't have to be Chicago or Detroit. Go somewhere where the beach is now that summer's coming around. Or maybe you can go up north and check out Mackinac or Traverse City when they have the Cherry Festival. There's tons of places you could go and get out of your space and break up that monotony without spending a ton of money.
I feel almost like this is me, this guy, and it feels overwhelming right now. Like I'm thinking about it, like I'm doing self-reflection on my own marriage. I'm like, I feel like it's easier said than done, or just maybe I'm a terrible husband. I don't know, but I feel like when you lose that spark, I don't know if you can even get it back.
You can. We want to hear from you, especially if you've gotten that spark back. Give us a call, 616-600-0957. Again, that's 616-600-0957. Or you can always send us a DM inside your Mix 95.7 app. Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. She wrote it and says that her husband and her have been together for 8 years, married for 2. And basically, their marriage has kind of turned into a sort of a roommate situation. Like, they're not unhappy. They're just not really having that spark and passion, especially in the bedroom. And she wants to know what she should do about it.
616-600-0957. I believe we got Simone from Coopersville on. What do you think? What should happen here?
I actually do. So I just want to say, like, how common this really is. So many couples really do go through this. And something that I got from reading how she misses the bedroom and that it seems like she's missing that intimacy and that connection versus just the sexual acts. So I'm thinking when she's trying to reconnect, that's what she's really looking for, is that intimacy that they once shared. So I think that they can definitely get that back. Absolutely. And what people don't understand is through the course of relationships, people fall in and out of love their whole life, even with the same person. So this could just simply be a phase where they're not really that in love, but they can absolutely fall in love once again.
So do you think there's like a step-by-step thing, or do you kind of just like really try to force that intimacy?
Not really force it. It can be little things. And this is where things like knowing each other's love languages are so important, because he might do something for her and he's like, this is going to make her feel so loved. I got her flowers. And she's disappointed and like, I just wanted the dishes done. And that would be acts of service. So just finding out more things about each other, because you can never know enough. And then on top of that, date each other again. That will start building that bond and that excitement of you plan this week, I'll plan next week. And then there's that level of excitement and the unknown. And it just changes things up from the everyday life of parenthood.
Simone, that sounds really great. Just the one thing I took away from at the end right there, as far as like dating each other, does that mean I have to pay for everything, or can we split?
You would ask that.
No, you're paying for everything and the tip too.
Yeah. See, Joe, you should be paying for it anyway. You're the man. It doesn't matter married
Maybe
or not.
Maybe there's a reason the flame went out after all.
Stop it.
That's where he draws the line.
He says, if you love me, as long as I don't have to pay for everything, it'll be fine.
And he does bring up a good point, though. I do want to add to that. If, it's not only about the money, it's about the time. So you can actually have amazing memorable dates in your backyard. Or one time, I had a date in the back of the minivan with the seats down, and we watched a movie on the screen.
Oh,
and it was amazing.
So cute, though. Like,
yeah,
you just
really can
leave your space and do something different, even if it's a small different thing. Simone, you're an expert. Whenever my marriage gets a little weird, I'm definitely calling you first.
Yeah, you guys have my info. I'm available anytime.
Thank you, Simone.
Simone, you're the best. Have a great morning.
Thank you. Bye, guys.